This video describes how I made an abridged omnibus of the first trilogy in the Mortal Instruments series, and if I thought that it was worth it. If watching me do this to my own personal copies of the books that I purchased is going to offend you, then clearly this video is not for you. I decided I wanted to make an abridged version of this trilogy because I'm not going to read all of it again, but there are parts I would like to reread. First, I marked pages that I was going to be keeping with tabs of paper. Next, I broke the spine. Then I wrapped the book in a cloth to protect it and used a hot iron to melt the glue in the binding. That allowed me to peel the cover off of the book. Afterwards, I was able to peel apart the pages and separate them into piles into what pieces I was going to recycle versus keep. And I was just worried about my cat being near the hot iron, so I gave him a toy to play with. I did this with the second and third book in the trilogy as well. Normally, I wouldn't need to do anything other than keep the pages that I wanted, but there were a few instances where I needed to cut a sentence or paragraph or write in a description from one of the pages I was discarding in order for the story to still make sense. The three piles that I was keeping combined just added up to the size of book 5 within that series. The second to last step was creating a front and back cover for my abridged version using the 3 covers of the books that were included. Finally, I tied everything together with horizontal and vertical ribbon like a packaged present. As a bonus, I used the dust jacket from book 5 because it had an illustrated interior. This allowed me to have an attractive casing to wrap around my abridged series and tie it so that I could put it on the shelf and it would look good next to the other books by the same author. I would say that this project was not worth it because it took me a few days to complete and left me with a result that I need to handle very delicately lest I drop it and mix up the pages. However, I do not regret doing it since I like to try new things. Please consider liking the video if you appreciate me sharing my failed experiment, and subscribe for more bookish content that will not be this. Thanks for watching!